Hey Lane, nice job on your sketches. They came out really pretty good and I can really see what everything is. That's usually the problem with some of the sketches. So you're doing the toy one. So let's see here. They all look pretty cool. You know what I would suggest is to really push the body parts. I really like this one because it's just got some unexpected, body parts. I would suggest a little bit more variety. And I always also suggest more than 5 objects to begin with when you start to photograph, just because you're going to have just a lot more to work with. When you're using a head for a head, it tends to kind of not make it look as caricaturish and as interesting. So you might want to just really push the concept. Same thing with I like the pig nose, but you know what? I guess that's a toy pig nose. That's right. It still kind of looks like a whole toy. It doesn't really look like a caricature made out of toys. And the same is this is kind of the same here too, because it's it looks, other than these, let me see what it is, butterfly wings, it still pretty much looks like the toy. But again, butterfly wings aren't really a toy either, so be sure to really think some of the things through. Neither are crab claws, so you want to really think about that. So usually I also like to show some of these past student work. They're not all perfect, but when you go to photograph, it's a good idea to think of different angles of views and perspectives. So see how this is like 3-point perspective, and again, it just has more depth that way. And this is what I was saying. It doesn't have to have the objects don't have to be a head. I mean, this is very successful because it's interesting, and the side view is what really makes it interesting. And then you can see all the little leafy parts and the other kind of parts. This is a final, so this is kind of what we're working toward. Same here. The head object was the hose. The text didn't come out good at all in this, but just to give you some ideas, note the use of perspective with the leaves too. The back one's smaller. Same here. Notice how this is smaller here. That it really does help to create depth. And again, they put this kind of computer screen. His caricature came out great, but the text really kind of just really cluttered it up. But again, I kind of tried to get him not to use this head, but it came out okay in the long run with the Nerf darts and so on. Here's something kind of similar to yours with the Game Boy. But again, note how they used a perspective with the wheel smaller, and you can see the sides. So it really does create more depth. And here's another one too, again. And again, notice the use of perspective. Same here. He really struggled on this background, which we're going to be doing like in week 5 or something. But again, notice how it's got a lot of depth because it's kind of from a side view. And this is actually, again, another 3-point perspective. Again, more than 5 objects. Same here. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to show you a few, just a few. They're not all perfect, but I kind of just at the beginning like to show some different different examples. Okay, so the main thing then, just really start to mix it up. And when you photograph these, you can get some from Google and some from the library with citations, but it's a good idea to photograph them on a plain background so it's easier to mask out the background. So again, I would just really push it a little bit, really try to get it away from looking like it's just the toy that it's depicting. And that's why this one's kind of the most successful, though. Again, you could use different kind of feet, arms. There's a lot more that you could do with it. So don't hold back. Just have fun on this project. Okay, so yeah, overall nice job.